Welcome everybody to our first look at Aven Colony, and as you can see in the background, it's quite a beautiful looking game. It looks to me a little bit like City Skylines, Sim City, kind of mixed with Planet Base. It has that kind of look and feel to it, but in its own right it's its own game from what I've seen so far. I have done the first two missions, as you can see on the right there, Holo Sim 1 and Holo Sim 2, just to kind of get to grips with the UI. That's all I've done so far, so if I completely suck at this game, you'll understand why. Unfortunately, the game isn't out at the moment. It is a beta. It's released as a beta to the public on September the 7th, so if you are interested in the game and you do like it, you can go and pick it up over at itch.io. It's going to be $24.99 US, which I don't think is a bad price for what I've seen so far. So maybe once we kind of go through this and we play through the missions, and you can make your own mind upon it. Just a side note though, if you are someone that religiously sticks to Steam for your games, the game won't release on Steam until it's actually fully released, which will be some point next year. Which means if you do go over to itch.io to buy this beta, you don't automatically get a Steam CD key. At least that's how it stands at the moment. Whether or not that'll change in the future, I don't know, but that's what I've kind of picked up from the FAQ. At the moment, the beta has 2 tutorials, which I just mentioned. It's got the 5 campaign missions, which you can see there, which is what we're going to go through, and it also has 4 sandbox missions as well if you want a bit of free play. So there's quite a few options considering, but we're just going to jump straight in. There's a lady that talks here for about 10 minutes, or at least it feels like, and she kind of fills you in the background. Basically, we've come to this planet to colonize, and it's our job as the governor to kind of get this colony up and running and get things going. The planet, it doesn't have oxygen, or if it does, it's very little. It's mainly a carbon dioxide sort of planet, so the plant life loves it. It's not so good for us as humans, so it is all inside, which again reminds me of Planet Base. But anyway, let's stop talking and let's get playing. Okay, here we are on Vanar. Or Vanar might be the area. Not too sure, I don't think it's the name of the planet. But that is absolutely fantastic. Let's look at that. In fact, let's pause the game. And just look. That is absolutely gorgeous. And even when you zoom right in as well, we can have a proper look at everything. So we got the little tunnel walkways between the different buildings, and I do believe, yep, you can see the people. And you,
hello, Governor.
Hello there. And we can click on them. So here's Grace. I guess if the happiness is out of 100, she's not very happy, but she's living well, health. So she lives in the life support module. She currently has no job. She has some rice and a ration pack, so we're not exactly giving her the best of foods, I guess. Here we go. So it actually tells you everything that's making her happy and unhappy. That is really nice. I like that. Nice little touch. I've not seen that before because it doesn't come up in the tutorial, but we have a mission. So
welcome to your new
let's have a
colony.
look.
Commissioner Veronica is eager to see how you can grow this small settlement on Aven Prime. Here is your first objective.
Okay, so Vanar is the name of the little colony that we're in, so I guess you could call it our town. So we need some water, which is fine, and we're going to get some nanites for that. Now, from what I can tell, nanites is the main thing we use to build, if not the only thing. I've not seen any other resource at the moment that we need to build, so I'm guessing that's just the one thing. We'll probably have to process other things to make nanites, but that is like the main resource, and it's going to guide me through everything, so this is going to be quite useful. So we've got 2 options at the moment. We got the tier 1 and the atmospheric condenser, so that gets moisture from the atmosphere. So I guess if we were looking at the intro there before, you could see some desert areas, but this looks quite green, so I'm guessing we can just go straight with this. What's the difference? 9 nanites, 5 power. Okay, so that takes a little bit less nanites and a couple of less workers, or 1 less worker, but so it's worth knowing. Okay, so the other thing is we need to connect this right next to the colony, because as we said earlier, there's no oxygen, or not enough for humans. Everything has to be connected to the main base. We can build roads or tunnels, so we could build this out here if we want. We just have to connect it with the tunnel. and it actually tells us the difference between no water and abundant. If you hover your mouse over here, at the moment it just says not connected to colony, whereas here it tells you how much water per hour you get, but as you come away you don't get that information. However, if you look to the top right, it tells you there, so you got maximum 0.8 water per hour at this location, and as you move it will change depending on colour. I'm not too sure why it's letting me build next to that. Maybe that's a bit of a glitch. It shouldn't let me build there. How odd is that? But anyway, 0.8 seems about the most we're going to get. I'm going to try and keep this as pretty as I can, because you know I kind of like to build my towns and my cities in a kind of a pretty fashion. For those of you that have watched me previously. Now this doesn't look like it's connected. Oh, is it connected here? Maybe it is. And here we go. Here's our construction bots. I don't know if they have an actual name. Where did it come from? It came from here. It's a construction drone. Feels like everything is drones these days. So you can adjust the speed. 1 is paused, and I don't know if it goes any higher than 5. Yeah, 5 is the most, but let's pause it again. As you can see, we got the bit of a day-night cycle coming here. I could see the sunlight coming across. Right, so it's connected here, so that's done, which means we've completed that one, so we can get rid of it, and we've got another one.
For you from the inhabitants of the colony.
Okay, so build a farm somewhere near the edge of your colony, try that again, adjacent to any existing structure. So we get 50 potash. What's that? Potash. Okay, fertilizer, excellent. And more nanites. Okay. So it's not really telling me where to place it like it did in the tutorial, but we have our options. So the first thing I'm going to do, grows crops for food, can grow crops at 50% efficiency in winter. Okay. Does not work in winter, freezes. So what's the difference? A little bit more power, and twice the amount. I'm kind of tempted to build one of these, just to protect ourselves in winter. But then what? Yeah. Actually, we'll go with this because we haven't got a lot. Again, like the water, it tells you high growth, low growth. So we got 5.4. So we're just going to kind of look around. I'm guessing there's nothing further away that takes. Nah, it's 5.4 is about the best. So I'm thinking we're going to go out here a little bit, because it will plop like little farms either side of it as well. So maybe there, because some of these ones are quite green. So we need to build the road first, or the tunnel. So if we go to about there, and unpause the game, and our drone will come out. I do believe you can have more drones when you upgrade this. So at the moment there's just the one. So it's going to take a little bit longer, but this has a certain range as well. I'm pretty sure you can only build so far. What's that? Cargo pod. See, no drones in range. Oh look, some flying wildlife. It's like some kind of duck-billed platypus flying bird. Okay, so 5.4. And as you can see, you can actually hear people when you're coming closer. They do kind of talk.
Hey, Governor. I'm happy to be here.
And the thing I do like as well, it's very multicultural. So obviously he sounded American. I have heard a Spanish person saying hola.
Hi, Governor. What can I do for you?
Sounds American too.
Another day, another credit.
If you do listen, you will hear these people. Right, you also have to assign workers to these. So at the moment, we have 5 people working in there, which is fine. We can deal with that. That's got 4. I suppose it depends how many people we have spare. Is it this one? Let's have a quick look in here. So 87% are employed. 100% of houses are full, so we probably need more homes at some point. And you've got all sorts of metrics and information, and you can do different things, so we can ration if we need to. There's lots and lots and lots of information, which I really like. It is nice. We got the employment overlay, so provides workers and accepts workers. If we get anyone spare, I'm guessing we have. Okay.
A new mission is available.
So a solar panel. Well, that makes sense. We need power. I don't know how much power we've got at the moment. Air overlay. Let's pause the game a second. Resources. Okay, so it's water and food, housing. So this is kind of like City Skylines and Sim City in the sense of how this works. But I absolutely love it. Okay, so there's the distance our drones can travel. So once we get to the edge, we're going to have to extend that. And we will build something pretty big, I think. So we got overlay, structural integrity, so we can get damage. Electricity. This is lots and lots. Crime. Oh wow, okay. Commute, so people really care about how far they have to commute. That's fair enough. Anyway, let's get this solar panel up and running. So we've got different things. We've got batteries. Okay. Geothermal. I'm tempted to build a slightly higher tier one because we have got quite a few nanites at the moment. To me it makes sense. Only 50% in winter. The question is, do we need the battery? Because in the winter we're not going to get as much, are we? Okay, so this is water. We could probably put this... Actually, we'll put it next door to the other one. Barley 40%, 60%. Why is it telling me that information? Ah, I clicked the wrong building. Oh no. Oh, it's because I've got this open. I see. Okay, so you don't need to click on the farm. You can click on the food. So broccoli's 40%. Ah. So depending on the food you want to grow... Well, that's really useful to know. Melons would grow really well there. Ah. So we're growing barley here. We might have been better off growing something else. Well, that's good to know. See, we're learning stuff already. Let's unpause the game. That might be quite useful. Let's turn this off. So you usually see people walking. I've not seen any vehicles yet. I guess that's to do with the commute. So I'm guessing if they're too far, they won't like it very much. So they've got barley. That's rice. Well, rice is a good thing. We've got some different stuff here as well. Some obviously alien food. We've got, is it quinoa? I think that's pronounced. I'm not too sure. I'm not very good with my pronunciation of exotic food types. Okay, let's dismiss that one. Another mission.
We have a new request for you, boss.
Okay, a source of metal. So there is other things in. So a mine. The best place to put one is right on top of the big green copper deposit next to your life support module. What copper is that? Where are we looking? Oh, it's hiding behind it. So it's got 2,000 copper. Copper can be extracted with a mine or laser and used to manufacture nanites. Ah, so there we go. So everything gets turned into nanites. So we have a mine, a laser mine, and a nanite processor. So what's the difference? 40% faster, but destroys half the minerals in the process. Well, no, we'll go with this one then. And here comes our drone. And look at it. If you come down to this level and just look, it's absolutely stunning. I'm really in love with this. I can see me playing this and actually losing track of time. So if I start uploading 45-minute to an hour episodes, I'll apologise because it's probably where I've got carried away with myself. And I do like how, like, when you zoom out, the tunnel fades. So if you watch from above, you don't really see it. You know it's there. When you come down, you get that proper shine off what's some kind of, if we use a Star Trek analogy, the clear aluminium that you can actually see through. It might be kind of a plexiglass or some other strong material that's transparent, but yeah, that is absolutely stunning. Okay, so we got reward.
I'm pleased with the progress of your colony. You may select one of the following resources.
I don't know how difficult these are to make. So it's structural 3D printing, so the structures are made by a 3D printing process. I didn't realise that, okay. Maybe the quinoa would be useful. Look, some extra food. How are we doing for food? That might be worth looking at. So food variety is good. Food quality is good. 34.6 per colonist, which is excellent. Okay, 2.1 food an hour consumed on average. So we're doing okay for that. We're doing okay for water. I might take the nanites thing, because at least with those nanites we could probably build another farm. Yeah, 40, because that's quite a lot. Okay, now they've not asked me to do anything else, which is quite interesting. How is this building doing? What information can we get? Alright, so this tells me how happy the workers are that are working here as well. A sense of purpose, I like it. I mean, I work in like a retail job, and we always talk about engagement. So how engaged are the employees, and I guess purpose is the same thing. So it's quite interesting for me to see that in here. Shut down, repair, upgrade. Upgrade. So upgrade to tier 2, +1 farmland tiled, and cost. So that'll give me another one of these tiles. That's quite interesting. What else have we got? What about upgrading this place? Oh, I didn't mean to click that. And you can't cancel it. Never mind. +1 drawing, 12 nanites. Well, it'll be worth it. So yeah, careful. Don't click it out of curiosity unless you're willing to actually take it. Okay. Water. The food quality is marginal. I'm tempted almost. I need to find out. So you can actually change how many people live in here as well. I guess that'll stop the overcrowding. So what we need to know is how many people we have spare to come and do some of the jobs. But we have another mission. They're keeping us busy.
A new mission is available.
We need more power. Okay. High Command would like you to build a line of tunnels out toward the nearest geothermal vent and place a geothermal generator on it. Well, that sounds like a good idea. So, winter warning. Well, the game is paused. At least it's warned me. Winter approaches, and our scanners indicate that a power failure is likely in winter unless you take steps to increase your power supply. So the farms will not grow crops because the ground's going to freeze. Greenhouses will grow food at 50% rate, and all solar structures will generate 50% power. So we've got 2, but that might not be enough. So let's go for the geothermal then. Is it this one? No. There we are. Holy, that is a huge building. Now the good thing is it will let you click to place it, but you still need to connect it up. So if we continue this road out, I think, like so, we'll unpause the game. I do want to kind of make this pretty though. I don't want to clump all buildings together. Put some of the houses together, because I do believe you can like do skyscrapers, just off some of the images that I've seen. And I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of recreational area, so we can actually make this look really good. And we've got 2 now, so we're getting the work done twice as quick, which is fantastic. What's this? Oh, this is the winter warning. So I'm going to assume we're going to get snow. God, there's a huge lake out there as well. And these look like some form of water as well. Don't know how far we can build, but either way, there's plenty of room, I think. I just love watching these things go to work as well. Now something that's interesting to note, my PC isn't the fastest. I've mentioned this before. It's probably about 4 years old, maybe even 5. It's had a couple of upgrades over the years, nothing major, still the same old processor. But this game is running really smooth as it stands. So that's something that's worth noting. And they've probably not even optimized the game fully yet. And that's really, really useful for those of us that have older systems. Okay, another mission. Wow. No rest for me.
I've consulted with Commissioner Veronica, and I'd like to make a few recommendations as to how to best serve your people.
Okay, build a small apartment building. So we're going to get some food if we do that as well. Oh, look, here we go. Definitely. Oh, he's not even going to let me look at it. So we've got a habitat and an apartment. I'm going to try and build there's something there, I don't know what it is. I'm going to try and build these in a nice sort of area so we can... Oh my goodness, my screen is freezing up, look. Wow. I don't want to build it too far away, because they've got to commute to wherever they're going to go, but I like the idea of building some of these houses together. Damn. I feel like I should put a pair of gloves on. That is a nice touch, I actually like it. As long as it doesn't go too far in, I don't want it to kind of obstruct my view too much. Oh, look, we've got snow, little flakes of snow coming round. The ground is slowly but surely freezing. I do love the slow process. It'll be interesting to see what happens to the plant life. Are they going to stay the same, or are they going to die off? Oh, the ice is fading away a little bit. That's fine. But God, you can't see anything now. It's gone really, really kind of cloudy. But it looks like the plant life can deal with this this extreme winter weather. Wowzers. Okay, so we got our first apartment. That's very snazzy, isn't it? I love it. So it's using 8 electricity. There's no one living in it yet. So there's no point looking at morale because there's no one in there. I'm guessing people reproduce. Or do we depend on people coming down and kind of facilitating growth? I'm not too sure how it'll work. Let's have a look at the next mission.
We have some thoughts on how to best expand your colony.
It's begin manufacturing your own nanites. Well, that makes sense. And what's this? Some candy. Okay. So, what do we need? So I wasn't listening. From iron and copper that you mine. So we need iron. So how do we know? Did it tell me where it is? No. Oh, it does not. Wait a minute. The nanite processor, but okay, so it doesn't want me to build the iron. I'm kind of reading ahead of myself here, not paying attention to what it's actually telling me. I think, not that I think transport really makes a difference, but I'm going to try and keep some of these industry buildings just kind of over here a little bit, away from the homes. Not that I'm sure it makes a huge difference. But we'll go here and we'll build some extra roads out here, I think, in a little bit. I know the commute is one of the issues. There's still no one living in there. So there's 16 people there. We got 3 there. 4. So that's 9. Is there anyone working in any of these buildings? Aha. 11. So everybody's working by the looks of it. So if I check my statistics, does that mean everybody's working? Quite possibly. It's not that one that I wanted to look at, was it? Was it this? Aha, there we go. 100% employed. 98% health. 40% of jobs filled. Now I can reassign how many workers are in each building if I want to. So if this needs workers, oh, it's got some. Where's it taken them from? That's interesting. With this little thing here, if you hold shift, you can increase or decrease how many people will actually come and work here with the slots. Okay, so it's making nanites rather quickly, actually. That's not slow at all, is it? That's quite good.
A new mission is available.
More storage capacity to hold all of our colonies, food, water, copper and nanites. Build a mini storage depot. Okay. I'm thinking somewhere out here a little bit. Let's crush these nice orange looking plants. Can we come? Let's see. It's a little bit finicky, this tool. There we go. So everything literally gets connected to it. The reason I've put it here is because I'm thinking the food, where's the nanites? This is this one. I'm going to try and minimise like the distance that they have to travel. Oh, that's horrible. How do we delete it? Reset. Recycling will recover 1 nanite. Encoding does not require drones but will not recover any nanites. There we are. That's better. It's more like it. So I'm guessing this little red flashing light means it's either not connected or not got power, or both. Insufficient power. There we go. So it's very straightforward. Let's speed the game up a little bit. Let's get this done. Plus we're in winter as well. I don't think anything disastrous is going to happen if we run it a little bit quicker. There we are. So that doesn't need anyone in there. It's an automated structure. Oh, got lightning. The models are really nice as well.
Seen those flying creatures around here? I sure hope they're friendly.
Some of the little comments are quite funny.
Your progress is satisfactory. I've been
Immigrants.
authorized to provide your colony with a small reward.
I think
Choose wisely.
we'll take the immigrants. How are we doing for things like food? So we got 541 in storage, so we got quite a bit. We're currently using 2.1 food an hour. How much are we producing an hour? 2.7. Yeah, I think we'll go for the people. I don't know how they quite get here. I don't see any form of landing pad. I'm guessing they're going to arrive. And they've already arrived. Well, that was a little bit melodramatic. I was expecting a ship to come in. Well, they're really happy at the moment. That's what I like to see.
I've consulted with Commissioner Veronica, and I'd like to make a few recommendations as to how to best serve your people.
Okay, place an immigration centre to allow some of the colonists in the Albertine colony ship to migrate. Aha, so that's how we're going to grow. And we get some generic soda. Some really unhealthy stuff. So we got an immigration centre and a trade hub. I like the idea of this being somewhere near the homes. So I'm gonna place it somewhere like here. I'm looking at that to there. And does it matter where they connect? Not really. There we go. I just like the idea of some homes and things. Is there a kind of a air management service related? Oh look, we have a park. See, I knew there'd be some form of decoration. Bar and grill. Retail centre. So we have shops and things as well. Excellent. Right, this is throwing missions at me left, right and centre at the moment. But I'm going to end this episode here. If you like it, leave a like. Drop a comment actually, because I'd like to see what you actually think about this game. I think so far I'm enjoying it. And I have a big smile on my face at the moment. And it's not very often I play a game and I'm really that into it straight away. I've not come across any problems so far. I don't know if you've seen anything that I've missed, but it seems to play really fluidly and I'm quite enjoying it. But I'm going to leave this episode here. Hopefully I will get another one out tomorrow with any luck, work permitting that is. But until next time, as always, take care.